Manya bampita Mwami Bwire James, Assistant RDC Mbale District. Tufunye tiimu y'abakama baffe okuva ku head office nga kituligezaako okulaba tulitunulira mu departments ez'enjawulo naddala essira tulisimbye ku PDM n'emyoga kuba ezo ssente ze zirina okulaba nga zitransforminga obulamu bw'abantu baffe abali obubi abatayimiridde bulungi mu byenfuna. Naye kyetuligezaako okukola tuli ku fact findings nti twagala kunoonyereza ekituufu abantu bano babafunye ssente za PDM kye bazisabira kye bazikozesa oba ye bantu bameka abasobola okulaga nti nga we nafuna emiliyoni nga we twafuna emiliyoni zino kino kye tukozeeko wano we tutuuse. Naye so far so good. Naye nga omanyi nti mu bintu bino tewabulamu obulombolombo nti bantu balina ebizibu by'enjawulo nti people have been always extorting money ku bantu ab'enjawulo nti obanga totaddeeyo kantu katono tetugenda kuwa ssente. Kati ebyo bigenda mu bakama baffe balina okuvaayo bajja batubuuze kati naffe ne tubaleeta eri abakulu bakwata ku nsonga ezo babenga nabo balinako ebirala bye balambulula eri bakama baffe. Naye nga kutambuza emirimu mu district emirimu gitambula bulungi sectors endala naye era nga omanyi nti byonna tesobola kubeera nga nungi bulungi. Naye ng'ogwaffe gwa kulondoola government programs and implementing presidential policies ono ekibanga kyetaagisa kusula wabweru naye nga we on the cause ogwaffe gwa buweereza era tusalawo ne tutambulira mu mbeera nga yakuweereza ne twerekereza buli kimu.
Kisuubira nti bana aba State House okujja kino kiyambyeko kinene nnyo. Aba
State House bakama baffe okujja wano kina kyamaanyi nnyo kye kigenda okwongera mu mpeereza ya bunyaanyizibwa wansi eyo mu bantu baffe kuba naffe bakama baffe baba bazze nabo bategeera nti zino ssente si za kugabana bugabanya. Omuntu abanga alina omulimu gwe bamuwadde okukola ajja atwala obuvunaanyizibwa ng'amanyi nti ssente zino bazirondoola era ziriko abantu abazitambulirako nga baagala fayininga ekituufu. Essente zino zikola omulimu ze gwaleetebwa okukola.
Tumanyi ng'omusajja wa action ekintu kino abantu bano abajasiriza gavumenti apart from enforcement mukodde ekyobulamu muyina omusobola okubatuukira okubanga mubakwata n'obatuukiza ssente za gavumenti babali.
Ekyokusiba si ye solution naye tunoonya nnyo engeri gye tuba nti since it is a revolving fund ekyokusiba omuntu n'ataaza ssente ze yatwala oba omukuuta era aba tetuyambiddwa okuggyako nti tulina osala amagezi ne twogera naye mu mbeera yonna ey'okulaba ng'asobola kubaako n'essente zaaza okusinga omusiba.
Following up on the government programs and their performance, and especially programs that have to do with education, with wealth creation, with health, and works. And we are monitoring them because of the money that is sent to Mbale. Over 50 billion is sent every year. But the question is, can it be seen on the ground? If it is for roads, are the roads worked on? If it is for education, are the children learning? If it is for health, do we have health community in the district in Mbale? And that's what we are following up. We want to get, first of all, value for money that comes from government, but also to ensure that the population benefits from the services that are supposed to be rendered by government. In some cases, the money is sent, but the services are not done the right way they are supposed to be done. For example, this last financial year, the government sent 1 billion flat for every district to work on the roads, over and above whatever other monies has been there. Are the roads worked on, or do they go there and do that? So we need them to account not only to ourselves, but also to the people they are leading. And that's why we're here.
What are some of your findings?
Education, for example. 500 children every year go to school and go back without anything. 500 children, actually close to 600. And the government pays. So, where do these children go? After that, after failing completely, without a document, where do they go? They fall back to the community. A number of children are dropping out even before they finish. One of the reasons is money charged in schools. we are saying schools should not charge. If it is money for feeding, let the child bring the food and they put it at school. If it is firewood, let each child come with a piece of firewood and they cook at school and eat. There are some who cannot afford, to be honest. Those who can afford, let them pay. But those who can't afford, give them an option that is workable so that they can also study and be like others. It is only education that would bring children from a different social structure to another level. So if you deny this child a chance, then you are being extremely unfair. The president has already made it clear. They put in money. If you think this money is not enough, tell your members of parliament, tell your leaders, let them go to parliament and suffocate other votes and raise money for education. Quite often when you go to districts, their request is, we want another health center. For what? A health center is simply a building. You should be talking of the primary health care. Do people have Peter latrines? Do people wash their hands? Do people have enough food to eat to keep them healthy? Otherwise, you are hungry for 3 days. You are rushed to a health center. What will this doctor do? We have found a very big challenge of a number of teachers, especially the secondary school teachers, who were given additional funds as science, running quickly to retire. They get the gratuity, they get the money, they disappear from service because the pension is more than the salary he used to earn, so he can earn that without working. The gratuity, he goes and buys a tipper or buys a roller and begins his business, and he says bye-bye to teaching. So it looks the addition of funds for science teachers is becoming counterproductive. And we must look at the strategy to retain them and the strategy also to improve for the other teachers to be at the same ratio. A number of things. The current performance of Myoga, because of the additional time the president gave them, it is very difficult to make full assessment. But the recovery is still very low. That's the fact. And the president's policy, the president's thinking is there should be what we call a mass line. A mass line is bona. Let everybody have some income for himself. Small families, big families. The mass line is bona basome. Let every child go to school. The mass line is bona bagagawale. The mass line is bona babe immunized. So that life goes on. Human resource is the most important resource in any country. China is developing because it has people. America is developing because it has a big population. Africa, where are we? Uganda here, where are we? So we shouldn't be worried of the population, but we should be worried of the unhealthy and uneducated population. And that's why the president is very, very tough on the matter that children should not be charged.
Apart from that,
certainly, we must follow up, for example, in this way, as we are doing our monitoring. We must use intelligence to find out. We must get people to give us feedback, like we are here. The community should give us feedback and tell us, look, they are telling you they worked on this road, but there is nothing there. And we shall also physically go there to see what they have been telling us. We are not going to take them on paper only. No, we have got them right. The things they have given us on paper, we are going to go on the ground and verify them and come to them and say, here, you told a lie, you must account for this. And that's exactly what I just said.
Contributions. All right, Madam Commissioner, we can go to microscale.
Microscale irrigation, approach 2022. Again, microscale irrigation is cutting across the Greater Mbale, including the city. At the inception of the program, the whole area was coded. And we received expression of interest from Mbale District Current and Mbale City. So the service is going across. So 2021-2022, we had 29 installations. 2022-2023, 16 installations. 2023-2024, 10 installations. Alongside the installations, we are guided by the program guidelines to have demonstrations to facilitate and promote technology uptake. So in the first year of implementation, we had 3 demonstrations. 2022-23, we had 2 demonstrations. 23-24, we had 2 demonstrations. We have been absorbing 100% of our grant. Yes. and the demand and the expression of interest is picking up, much as we are in the last phase of implementation. Our considered opinion is that the government should upscale the program since there is now demand. It should be upscaled to cover more people. People have now picked interest and they now value water for production as a strategy of becoming climate resilient. Those are the 3 intervention areas for production. I want to thank you very much.
But how many of us have gone to the cow to ask for a signature for a loan? And therefore, whatever you get, it goes, including its profit, and it goes to the beneficiaries. The other time, I was talking to the teacher. Yesterday was the best day for me. Yesterday, Sunday. I was at home in the morning. A group of teachers came to visit me. They came with a goat and its kid. And they said, we have come to thank you. I said, for what? You helped us to get money for our circle. When I was still with the teachers, through Warimu, they said, now we have grown the money from 150 million, 450 million, we came to thank you. Really, I was very happy because most people are thanked when they are dead. So, how many of you are able to raise that? Lastly, let me tell you workers. How many of you are working? Staff here. Put up your hands. Now, I want you to know today. You know, one time, the bank has almost poisoned me. Every month, of the 400,000 Ugandan workers, mitwara makumi ana, every month your salary goes to the bank. You pay, you charge. Okay? Who is a statistician here? Do we have one?
Yeah, we have the planner.
Madam Prana, get your calculator. 400,000, each of us putting our money in the bank every month as salary and depositing, let's say, 2,000 shillings. 2,000 shillings as bank charge. How much is that? 2,000 times 400,000.
800 million.
So every month, our 800 million goes to the banks. And then every month, 99% of the workers draw their salary in bits and pieces. You don't draw all of it. In the worst case scenario, you even first go there, check the balance. They even tell you on the ATM that they will charge you 100. Isn't it for the statement? Then again, and at the end of the day, when you draw, they charge you 500. So call it 600 again times. Call it 1,200 because we average draw 2 times. So 1,200 times 400,000. The other one was 800. Now this is how much?
480.
What?
480.
480. Add it on 800. It becomes 1.2 billion. Do you see that? And after that, then you come to the cow and say, sign for me, I want to go and get a loan. The same banks get the other one they have charged us and give it to us as loans and charge us now 12%. Or even 15, or even 24. Have I woken anybody up? So when the president says, get your circles, where you can always go, and you have your treasury, and you get your money, and you do some work, and the money you get is within, even deposited within your own circle, and it grows your circle, you grow the capital. Up to today, still look at the teachers and laugh. The president gave us 25 billion shillings. Teacher, anybody who has been a teacher, DO, where are you? DO. DIS. The president gave us 25 billion. Bank of Uganda to establish any bank needed only 20 billion. If you and your teachers had established a teacher's bank and asked every parent in the schools to deposit fees in your teacher's bank, yeah? None of you teachers would be talking now anything else. But you are there, poverty, you're going to die. Yes. I will always tell you the truth. I'm sorry I have diverted a bit, but that's the reality, because that's the message of NRM. You should work for the prosperity for all. They give you 25 billion, you start playing about with it. So if all the teachers and the teachers said, now we have our teachers bank, all these commercial banks would have closed and gone. But they can't allow. They will always pass bench, get some two teachers, give them a t-shirt, and then the rest, you people. If you, the local government, how many workers do you have in Mbale? On average?
About 2,000. About
2,000 local government workers. Wazalendo has grown. Haven't you seen it? Why has it grown? Sometimes some things need force and discipline. So if you cannot be disciplined in your own way of survival, then poverty will discipline you. Even in your home, you will not talk. Even your wife or husband will disappear from you. Even your children will drop from school. Even you will fall sick and die. The money that will save you is the money you have saved. I rest my case. Let's go on.
I've written to the Ministry of Energy, coordinating with the Ministry of Agriculture, support from the central government to have a three-phase connection. GEMA to function, placing the coffee, instant coffee. ELGON Organic Coffee Farmers Group in Bubiang Sub-County. The facility is functional, power connected. The community group is sorting itself out in terms of business. Beginning this season, they are going to operate. Those that are challenged with the power is where we now place the request and appeal to central government to give support. Can be connected and the facilities can work to meet their purpose.
They simply account, and where does the money go? Whether it has delayed or not, let's assume it has delayed, and it was supposed to be used for all that purpose. What about the next term? If it has come, let's say during the holidays, and was meant for last term, can't it work in the subsequent term? So it is all, in fact, some head teachers and some school management think the money they give for UPE and USE is for them to share and eat. And they say, since the PTA bridges the gaps, we shall use the other money. When this one comes, we do accountability. And clean accountability they present. If it didn't work the last term, then where is it? Okay, it has come late. Last time it didn't work, the PTA people were paying. So where is it now? What has it done? That's the most important thing. So whether late or early, it should serve its purpose. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
I'm Dr. James Tweheyo, work with the Office of the President.